Well, Nigel Nelson is the political editor of the Sunday Mirror. He joins me now live from London. Hi, Nigel. Thanks so much for speaking to us. The Prime Minister really, he looked as fit as ever. But how do you think the experience really was for him? Do you think he's been humbled in a way by having COVID-19?
I think he certainly felt his mortality, that it was 50-50 at one stage whether the Prime Minister would survive at all. So it does seem to have had quite an effect on him. Now, what we understand is that prior to his illness, he was quite keen to get restrictions lifted as soon as was reasonably possible. He's come back from that illness now, and he doesn't seem so keen at all. He knows what it's like to almost die of this disease, and he would appear to be in no hurry now to end lockdown.
Right, and he knows very well that he will have, in a sense, priority access, although the National Health Service does try to apply equally its services to all British citizens. Even with his prioritizing, he still felt the real wrath of this illness. So it's interesting. Let me ask you, as for the business of the government, though, at this point, his ministers did come out and say today that Brexit is actually still on track. They said there's no reason a deal can't be reached by the end of the year deadline, and that the UK text for talks will actually be published in just a matter of weeks. Do you think the government should be behaving like this business as usual in light of this pandemic and in light of Boris Johnson having just recovered?
No, I don't. And I do think that this is actually just a negotiating position. I can't see any way for Brexit talks to be completed by the end of the year. And I'm sure that the government doesn't want to say now, look, we're going to have to ask for more time during the transition. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
Okay, Nigel, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us from London. We greatly appreciate your time.